Okay, welcome back to class today. In our class today, we want to start simultaneous equation. So, we want to talk about the elimination method today. Don't forget, when we're talking of simultaneous equation, we have two sets of equation with two unknown. Two sets of linear equation with two unknown. So, as soon as you have that, they will ask you to find the two unknown. Okay, it's like what I'm having up here. I'm let you say what I'm having up here. I'm having A, I don't know A, I don't know B. Likewise, I'm having equation. These are a linear equation. In the second part, I'm having A, I'm having B. I don't know the two. I don't know A, I don't know B. So I want to solve for A and B in these two sets of equations. So anytime you are given two unknown and in a two set of equation, that kind of equation is what we call simultaneous equation. And how do we solve it? How do we solve simultaneous equation? So that's what I'm going to today. We have three ways by which you can solve simultaneous equation. We have the elimination method, we have the substitution method, as well as graphical method. You can use graph to solve simultaneous equation. It's just for you to plot your graph and then you get point of intersection, then you're good to go. So now we want to talk about the secret of elimination method today. The secret of elimination method. How do you want to use elimination method? What are those things that you need to know if you really want to get the elimination method right? So we have some key things that is very, very important for you. And as soon as you follow those rules, you're good to go. You're good to go. So if you are new here, subscribe to my channel, like, share it with friends and family. So for more video, let's go to the class now. Okay, we have two sets of equations as I explained earlier. That this is a simultaneous equation. Simultaneously, something simultaneous means when two things happen at the same time in English language. Two things happen at the same time. Well, this is simultaneous equation. We are in mathematics class now. Now, let me give you the secret first. The key things. Note something. The first thing that you must note is coefficient. The coefficient of what you want to eliminate must be the same. Okay. And don't forget we have two unknown, A, B. So if you want to eliminate A, the coefficient of A must be the same. The coefficient of A in the two equations must be the same. Do we get that? If you want to eliminate B, eliminating, you know what I mean? Eliminate in English language. Extirpate, that is cut it out, take it off like that, remove it. So if you want to eliminate B, the coefficient of B must be the same. Mind you, it's not every time the coefficient will be the same right from the question. You have to make the coefficient to be the same. Do we get that point? That is one of the key points that determine maybe you want to get the answer or you want to miss it. You want to use the elimination method. So that's one of the key things that you have to take care of if you want to use elimination method. The coefficient must be the same. Fine. The second thing that you need to know is consider the sign that we have here. Consider the sign that we have here. Now, in simultaneous equation, we always name our equation. You have to name your equation. That's the thing. One of the things that you have to do first. Equation 1. You name your equation. Then equation 2. Okay? You name your equation. It's important you name your equation. Because if you don't know name your equation, how do you want to determine the one that you are using? Is it equation 1? Is it equation 2? You don't know. Just say, is it the one that is on top, the one that is down? No. You name your equation. Equation 1, equation 2. And if this one is not the same, as I said earlier that your coefficient must be the same, you have to go and derive equation 3 and equation 4 to make your coefficient the same. Do we get that? When we get to the example 2, we're going to see that you have to make sure you derive equation 3 and equation 4. How do you do that? When we get to the example 2, we're going to explain that. Here, we don't need to generate equation 3 and 4 because our coefficient is the same here. Is it clear? Our coefficient is the same here, so we don't need to generate another equation. We're going to use equation 1 and 2 to solve for A and B. Now, another thing that you need to take care of is the sign in front of the one that you want to eliminate. The sign that is in front of it. Because that sign will determine, are you going to add the equation or are you going to subtract it? Okay? Take note of that too. That's another point. That's one of the secrets as well. Are you going to subtract or are you going to add? So if you don't know that, you're just, when you're supposed to be adding, you'll be subtracting and you're not going to get an answer. Now look at this one. Look at this one. Let me write note like this. So if you have equation 1, equation 2, equation 1 and 2 like this. So what you want to eliminate, if you have positive in front of what you want to eliminate, let me put and here. Equation 1, what you want to eliminate carry positive. Equation 2, or let me use this one as we have it here so we will not be confused. Now look at this now. Equation 1 carry negative because I want to eliminate B. Equation 2 carry positive. Anytime you have it like that, positive, negative, you have to add the two equations together. You had the equation. You had it. You had the two equations together. Let me use equals to like that so we don't have issue. You had the two equations together. Let me take it up again. If equation 1 carry negative, what you want to eliminate, equation 2 carry positive, what you want to eliminate, we're going to add equation 1 and 2 together. Do we get that? We're going to add the two together. The same thing goes if equation 1 carry positive, equation 2 carry negative, we're going to add it together. We are going to add the two equations together. But if our equation 1 carry negative and our equation 2 carry negative, we are going to subtract the two equations. We are going to subtract. The same thing goes when equation 1 carry positive and equation 2 carry positive. When the two things that I want to eliminate carry positive, we are going to subtract. We are going to subtract. Please take note of this thing. This is one of the major things that can make you get the correct answer while you are working on simultaneous equation using elimination method. Okay, take note of it because that's determine what you are going to do, the next operation that you are going to do. So if you know it, you know the next thing. Am I going to add the two equations to eliminate this one? Am I going to subtract the two equations to eliminate this one? Do we get it now? So as soon as you master the two secrets that I told you, the first thing is your coefficient must be the same. That's one of the key points. Then these are the signs and what are the operations that you are going to take, you are going to use when you have the sign in front of the one that you want to eliminate. After your coefficient is the same, plus minus you had, minus plus you had, minus minus you subtract, plus plus you subtract. Do we get that? Minus plus, we are going to add it together. So which means we are going to add these two together. These two equations, we are going to add it together. So add, so let's go to solution of it now. Add equation 1 and 2. So you don't need to bother about the arrangement, just add it together. Equation 1 and equation 2, just add it together. How do we add it together? Add this one, add this one, add this one. You add the three steps together. The front one, followed by the second one, and the third one. You add it together. Let's try and add it like a layman so we can understand it very well in a simplified form. Let me put it like that. 5a plus 2a. Don't tell me the answer yet. Let's write it down for those that will still have some issue with it. Do we have it now? 5a plus 2a. Do we get it? Now, we have, what's the answer to that? Okay, don't let us see the answer. Let's move to the second part now. We want to add this one too. Minus 2b plus 2b. Okay, we're taking it one at a time. Is equals to 14 plus 14. Do we get that now? Do we get that? So let's go on this one now. This one will be what? 7a. That's very good. 7a. And look at what we have here. Minus 2 plus 2. Minus 2b plus 2b. That means the two will cancel each other. So we don't have anything there again. And 14 plus 14, that is 28. Do we see it now? The essence of elimination method. We want to cancel the one that has the same coefficients and the same unknown letter. So we can left with only one, then we can solve that one, then we now use it to solve the other end. So now we remember this one, we are talking of simple equation. Divide both sides by 7. Divide both sides by 7. So you have 7a over 7 is equals to 28 over 7. And our a will now be equals to what? 4. Our a equals to 4. Do we get it now? Do we get it? You see how simple it is? Now let's go. After we've gotten a, we've already found the value of our a. We want to find what is b. Don't forget we eliminate b to find a. So if you want to find the other side, the last secret is you must substitute for the value of the first one that you've gotten. You substitute, okay? You substitute, you replace it. You replace a in any of the equation. You can use any of the equation, anyone that you like. So I will prefer using the positive one, that is equation 2. Substitute a is equals to 4 in equation 2. I want to substitute a as 4 for a in equation 2. What's the equation 2 says? 2a plus 2b is equals to 14. So let's substitute for a. 2 into bracket 4 plus 2b is equals to 14. Okay, did we get it up to that stage? Okay, let me try and clean some parts. Let me clean the question, then we can continue. Clean this part now. So we now have 8 plus 2b is equals to 14. Okay, then simple equation again. We still go back to simple equation. This one is going to the other side to go and do what? This plus to go and subtract. Very good. Is equals to 14 minus 8. 2b is equals to what? When we subtract is 6. And our b is equals to 3. That's very good. Our b is equals to 3. That is divide both sides by 2. Do we get it now? Do we get it? Don't forget this thing. I hope you've copied it down. Please take note of it. I want to clean it now. Then we can move on. What is the key? The key, I'm giving you some 3 secrets now. Take care of those 2 secrets. You are going to get your answer. So therefore, a is equals to 1, a is equals to 4, and b equals to 3. You can check it as well from the 2 equations given to you earlier. You can check it by placing a and b in the 2 equations. Let's go to example 2 now. Now, let's look at the example 2. Don't forget the first thing you are going to do when you want to solve simultaneous equation, you name your equation. Let's name it. This is my equation 1. And this is my equation 2. You name your equation, okay? And don't forget the secret I said in the example 1. Now, go back to the first secret. Your coefficient must be the same of the one that you want to eliminate. Preferably, I will use the middle one so I won't have issue of which one, what's the sign and the like. So that's why I prefer to use the middle one. Use the middle one always so you don't have an issue of am I going to add, am I going to subtract, like that. Now let's look at this coefficient of y. Coefficient of y here is 3. Coefficient of y here is 4. Is it the same? Is it the same? No. So which means I have to make this thing the same. How do I want to do that? I told you earlier you have to generate, you have to go and derive equation 3 and equation 4 to make the coefficient the same. To eliminate y, okay, I want to eliminate this y, so I want to make the coefficient the same. How do we do that? You use the coefficient of the second one here to multiply everything that you have in the first equation, and use the coefficient of y that is up here to multiply everything that you have in the second equation. Let me repeat that. You use the coefficient of the down one to multiply the equation 1. You use the coefficient of the first one to multiply equation 2. Okay, let me write it so you will not forget it. Coefficient of y down here is 4. So I'm going to use 4 to multiply equation 1, everything that we have here. Okay, so what do we have here? We have 2x plus 3y equals to 9. So this 4 is what I'm using, the 4 that is here. So I'm going to use the coefficient of y here, that is 3, times the equation 2. Equation 2 says 3x minus 4y equals to 5. Do we see it now? You use the coefficient here to multiply here. You use this one to multiply here. What do you want to derive there? We want the coefficient to be the same. Let's go. So this one will now give us, the up one, this one will give us what? 2 times 4x. That will give us 8x. Oh yeah, let's do it together. 4 times 3y plus, don't change the sign, as we have it there, don't change the sign, plus 12y, isn't it? 4 times 9 is equals to 36. So this is my equation 3. Equation 3. Do you see it now? You see, I've already derived equation 3. I told you how to derive it now. So this is how to derive your equation. Now let's go to equation 4. Let's multiply. 3 times 3. We have 9x minus, don't change the sign, 3 times 4y. That is 12y is equals to 3 times 5. That's 15. And that's my equation 4. Do we see it now? Derivative, we derive it, okay? We derive this one. This is the original equation, but we derive equation 3 and equation 4. The reason being that we want the coefficient to be the same, okay? So our coefficient is now 12y, 12y. Do we get that? Now the next thing is, we're going to look into the sign in front of the one I want to eliminate. Plus, minus. And when we have the plus and minus, we're going to what? We're going to add. That's very good. You're going to add. So let's go and add it now. Let's go and add equation 3 and 4 now. Add equation 3 and 4. Add equation 3 and equation 4. We want to add it together. Don't forget how we had it earlier. Just add it together straight. If it's addition, you don't need to bother yourself. Just add it straight down. 9 plus 8 plus 9. That will give us 17. 17x is equals to, this one will have cancelled. Minus 12 plus 12. That is out. That one is already out of it. So this one now, let's look at this one. Let's add this one together. What will it give us? 5 plus 6, that is 11. That's very good. You carry one to this place. What do you have? That is 5. That's 51. That's 51. Do you get it now? That's very good. So what are we going to divide both sides by? Divide both sides by 17. So you now have x is equals to 51 over 17, and that is 3. We get our answer to be 3 like that. So the next thing is you substitute x is equals to 3. Substitute x is equals to 3 in equation, I love using positive one. I will use equation 1. So I will not have issue of minus and confusing like that. We want to substitute x equals to 3. So we now have 2 into 3 plus 3y is equals to 9. Do you get that? 3. Well, you see, anywhere you see x, you put 3 there, right? Okay. So now when we multiply, what do we have? There is 6. That's very good. Plus 3y is equals to 9. Do we get that? Simple equation again. 6 is going to the other side. To go and do what? Subtract. That's very good. Subtract. So you now have 3y is equals to 3. And then y is equals to 3 divided by 3, 1. Y is equals to 1. If you get that, I told you can check it all. When you want to check it, just go and put your x, your y here, and your x. You put this where you say x in the equation, and you must get the right and left. Your answer must give you this one if you correct. So therefore, x is equals to 3. X equals to 3, and y is equals to 1. Do we see that? So now let's go to example 3. The reason why I want us to do example 3 is because of the sign, so we can get the concept of the sign and how to take care of the sign. If you have the same sign, plus plus, minus minus, don't forget the key I gave to you earlier. So name the equation. That's the first thing. You name your equation. Equation 1 and equation 2. Don't forget that. That's one of the key things that you have to do. Now I want to eliminate y. I always love to eliminate the middle one. Don't forget that. I want to eliminate the middle one. I'm having 3 and 2. Is it the same? No. Which means I have to derive equation 4, 3 and 4 like that. So to eliminate y, so what am I going to do? I'm going to multiply everything here by 2. So that is 2 times equation 1. So I'm going to get my answer straight this time around. We're going to waste time. So 2 times, let's see now, 2 times 2. So I'm going to have 4x plus 2 times 3, 6y is equals to 2 times 29, that's 58. That's my equation 3. Question 3. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to use what is up there to multiply equation 2. Okay, this one to multiply equation 2. 3 times 3, that's 9x, plus 3 times 2, that's 6y, is equals to 3 times 16, that's 48. So that's my equation 4. You see it now? Now let's move on. I'm going to eliminate. I want to eliminate my y. The coefficient is the same now, so I don't have any issue with that. Plus and plus, what am I going to do? If the sign is the same, if the sign is there, I mean the key thing I gave to you earlier, if the sign is the same, you are subtracting. You are subtracting. You have to be careful in subtraction anyway. Which one do you want to subtract? Which one? Are you going to subtract this one from here, or you subtract this one from here? You don't interchange it. Whatever I use here, you must use it in this side. Okay? Please be careful of that. Take care of that. Subtract equation 3 from 4. That's what I'm going to do. Equation 3 from 4. I want to subtract equation 3 from 4. Equation 3 from 4. So as long as you do that, this one will have cancelled, so you don't have any issue with that. You eliminate that one out. But you have to care for this and this. Don't forget you are subtracting this one from this. Okay? So 4 minus 9, that will give you what? 5x is equals to, you are subtracting this one from here. This one from here. Let me write it so you can see what I'm saying. That is 48 minus 58. Don't go and interchange it all, so you can get the correct answer. And don't forget here, I subtract this one from here. Okay? Just like 4 minus 9. The same thing must happen here. Do you see it? Let me write that so you don't have any issue with that, please. Because that's one of the things that you have to take note of that, of too. Look at it now. I put this one in front, this one at the back. This one must be in front and this one will be at the back. Don't interchange it, so you don't miss it in the sign. So let's look at this one now. We have 5x is equals to, when you subtract this one, you're going to have minus 10. That's very good. That's the answer of it, minus 10. Okay, so let's continue. When we have minus 10 on that side, when we divide both sides by 5, we're going to have our x is equals to minus 2. Do you see that? So now the next thing is substitute minus 2 for x in any of the equation that you like. Let's use equation 2. I think that one is a little bit simpler. Equation 2. So we want to substitute for x. Okay, x. So we now have 3 into bracket minus 2. Don't forget it's minus 2 plus 2y is equals to 16. Okay, so let's multiply it. We have what? Minus 6 plus 2y is equals to 16. This one is going to the other side. So go and do what? Add, because this is minus already. So we have 2y is equals to 16 minus plus 6 is going to add in the other side. Okay, so we have 2y is equals to 22. That's very good. So when you divide both sides by 2, you have your y to be 11. Do we get it? Look at it now. So don't forget you can check it. So our x now be equals to minus 2 and y is equals to 11. So that's the answer to that. And those 3 examples already take care of what you need to know in elimination method. So you shouldn't have any issue with the elimination method again. Take notes, go through those 3 examples. It's already explained all the key things that you need to understand in the elimination method. See you in the next class where we'll be talking about substitution method. Bye.